Hello to my daily December crafty friends. I am coming here with day 2 of my December daily project for 2021. Day 2 took a little bit of a side direction. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you just can't figure out what's actually going to happen before it all happens. But unfortunately on November 30th, we had a school shooting in our area. And on this day, which was the third actually after all of that, we had several threats put into our school district of school shootings going to happen. So they deemed it unsafe for our children to go to school, and school was canceled in most of lower, like mid Michigan area. Because it's crazy times right now. So we needed a little pick me up. And while my oldest son went and did a workout, me and my little guy went downtown Holly, Michigan and looked at the lights, got some Christmas cupcakes, and took a picture out front of this gorgeous, gorgeous Christmas tree. And I decided this needed to go in there and do a little bit of journaling. So you're going to see I actually unfortunately printed this picture at the wrong size, but it ended up working out all right. I printed it at a 4x8 instead of a 4.25 to go outside the page protectors or even inside the page protector. So it left me a little bit of room though to make this little flip out. So I used another 3x8 page protector and fused these two page protectors together. And it made for a great little flip out. So here's that picture of my little guy. I loved this picture. And then a picture of our cupcakes. And then I dragged my oldest also out after his workout to get a picture. It just didn't turn out as well. We couldn't figure out why the camera was not trying to focus. So anyways, so here I am using that fuse tool. You're going to see where I'm going to fuse it a few times. Whenever I use this ruler, my fuse tool doesn't reach. I don't know. Maybe if I was just using one layer, I'm not sure. But as you can see there, it might be because I had the cards, but as you can see, I pulled that right apart, so that didn't work. So here I go, just freehanding this a little bit, and then get it to work. I cut off the access of those, and then, I think I flip it over and do the back because I could see in the back that it wasn't completely fused together. There we go. Now it is all nice and tight. Later on, I do take the journaling out and do a little bit of journaling on that story card. Let's see. And then that is going to wrap that up. And then I kind of put day 2 to the side because here you're going to see that I'm going to be using the pocket type approach, except for I did not purchase the canvas pockets. So I originally was going to search for some fabric that I liked. I just couldn't find fabric that I love to work with those tags. So I ended up getting white felt. It actually has a little bit of glitter in it, and make my own pockets. So as you can see, that is what I've done. I've kind of just folded it up. I think it was like 2 3/4 or something, right around there, or 3 3/4. I can't remember exactly. And then I was going to just let those be free. But you're going to see I did the measurements wrong. I actually did 8.25 by 8.25, and that was obviously going to hang outside. I couldn't figure out why it was so square and why I had so much room for these tags, which I knew it didn't look right. But I was just like, you're going to see here soon, I believe, is where I figure out oh shoot. Actually, I think I've already figured it out because I've already taken out the stitch in the middle. And I'm just getting those holes in the felt. I used my crocodile, which worked out pretty good. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit with my transparency, but I just said, forget that. We're going to write the holes down and then use my crocodile to get that out. But it cut pretty good through that felt. There was a few times where I had to use scissors to kind of get the junk out of the holes, but for the most part, you can see. And there is the finished product, because it's hard to video with a sewing machine. So yeah, so I ended up actually sewing everything together, as you can see, and I just wasn't liking how floppy it was. Sewing everything together all the way around, and doing, yeah, and that's pretty much it for that. And then this is just the pictures. I finally got all of my guys to fill out these cards. As you can see there, that top one is still not filled out, but I was waiting for him to get home from school to fill that out. They end up doing that. You know, they're boys. They gave me one-word answers, and it is what it is. My little guy did not, actually, as you can hear him in the background. So, but the oldest ones, my husband and my oldest, gave me one-word answers, but it is what it is. So all I'm doing here is just putting these pictures on the back of these tags, cutting them off, simple stuff. And then the last part of this is just going to be me trying to figure out like how I want to decorate these pockets. I really just couldn't figure out if I wanted to put like currently, or I just didn't know what to kind of put on the front of this. I did get number 2 from a recent Studio Calico release. They had these numbers that I loved, so I bought them. You're gonna see it come out here in just a second, I believe. For some reason this ribbon right here was not cooperating with me. I actually even like took it off and tried to redo it, and it still didn't want to cooperate. But there we go. So now we have those red and white, or the black and white trim on there. I think it just makes it all pop. I didn't actually even go back and embellish my large photo on the side, and that was just a family photo. I just wanted to put that. I might still go back, but the background is pretty busy. Those are the pictures I took of my boys during my own Christmas minis for my photography studio. But yeah, so those are all filled out with pictures on the back. I love it. Here comes the number 2, I believe. There we go. And I just can't figure out if I want to put it on the top, on the bottom. I end up putting it on the bottom, and you guys will see that in the pictures below. All right, that's about to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you are new, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. You will see the still picture at the end just to see how it all kind of wrapped up. Talk to you guys soon, and I will see you in the next one.